was Leon and the Champion Chip, Chapter 27, entitled 500. Leon was more than chipper at the start of the next coffee shop training session. "Let's get cracking," he said, building the menu wall while Lily Matisse and PW selected some test samples. "That's what I like to hear," said PW. "Ready?" asked Lily Matisse. "Go for it," said Leon. She passed a chip over the menu wall. Leon inspected the specimen. Non-crinkle. Midway between a penny and a dime. He checked his notebook. There were 27 chips in that range. He turned to the color chart. The chip almost matched Sunshine, but Leon knew better than to treat a near match as a positive ID. Nevertheless, he was able to scratch 10 chips off the candidate list. "Well," said PW impatiently. "Don't rush him," said Lily Matisse. Leon took a nibble. Onion. He flipped through his notes some more. Onion narrowed the suspects to just 6. He took another nibble, evaluated the chew factors, and again checked his data. "I have it down to 2, he said at last. "It's either a wisdom onion or a Fertil's onion." "Not bad," said PW. "It's a wisdom." "Ah, Leon!" exclaimed Frau Haffenreffer. "How can you do that?" She had been watching the analysis from behind the pastry case. "Dichotomous classification," said PW. "We learned it in science," Lily Matisse added. Frau Haffenreffer shook her head in amazement. "This your mama must see." She bustled out to the lobby. The testing resumed. Lily Matisse handed Leon another potato chip, and another, and another, and another. After 5 trials, PW announced the results. 2 out of 5, Leon. That means you're batting 400. "That's not good enough," said Leon. Just then, Frau Haffenreffer returned with Emma Zeisel and Maria in tow. "I see we have an audience," said PW. "Ready to show off your stuff, Leon?" "Sure," said Leon. Lily Matisse presented a chip, and as he had 5 times before, Leon flipped through his logbook. He measured the thickness, checked the profile, and took a quick nibble. "Willy Winkle Crinkle Cut," he said. "What flavor?" said Lily Matisse. "Cheddar, of course." "That's a Roger," PW exclaimed, reaching over the menu wall to give Leon a high five. "Way to go, Leonito!" cried Maria. "Wow, sweetie, you sure bagged that one fast," said Emma Zeisel. "Ja," said Frau Haffenreffer. "All hail the Kartoffel Chip King." "It wasn't that tough," said Leon. "Shark tooths are a cinch to ID." 3 for 6, said PW. "That brings your average to 500. "How much of the chip-off will be taste testing?" Emma Zeisel asked. "Half," said Leon. "First, there's a trivia round, then the taste tests." "Leon will ace the trivia part for sure," PW said. "He probably knows more about chips than anyone alive." "I wouldn't count on it," said Emma Zeisel. "From what Leon tells me, that Fertil's fellow is one tough competitor." "Your mother's right, Leonito," Maria said. "You better study real hard." "But how can our little stinker study about chips?" asked Frau Haffenreffer. The 3 women suddenly started giggling. "Okay," said Leon. "What's up? What am I missing here?" "Only this, sweetie." Emma Zeisel plunked a hefty package on the tabletop. "A present?" said Leon. "Ja," said Frau Haffenreffer. "See," said Maria. "Yes, sweetie," said Emma Zeisel. The gift was wrapped in craft paper and tied with the red string Frau Haffenreffer used to secure her pastry boxes. Leon dug into his pocket, pulled out the nifty knife ring he'd received for his 10th birthday, and cut through the wrapping. "Holy guacamole," said PW. "Sheesh," said Lily Matisse. Leon read the cover out loud. "The official potato chip encyclopedia by Fergus O'Hare, Executive Director, All-State Potato Chip Association. This is amazing. I've heard about this book, but I've never seen it. He flipped to the back. It's 783 pages long. And check out this index. It goes from abalone chips all the way to Zarathustra Uber Tubers. Leon gave each of the three women a hug. Thanks. This must have cost a bundle. Don't worry, Leonito, said Maria. Yeah, we all of us pitched in, said Frau Haffenreffer. We're going to wait until your birthday, but we figured you could use it for the chip-off, said Emma Zeisel. With this book, Leon, you'll be even more unstoppable, PW predicted. I hope you're right, said Lily Matisse. Of course PW's right, said Emma Zeisel. It's in the bag. 2 weeks remained until Chipapalooza. During that time, Leon went to school, did his homework, practiced the flute, and tended to chores. But his mind focused on one thing and one thing only. Potato chips. He ate chips. He studied chips. He dreamed chips. He lived chips. He heard the sound of crunching everywhere. His eye was drawn to each and every chip bag that littered the city streets. When he wasn't refining the Zeisel method, he was poring over the encyclopedia. He crammed his brain with thousands of new facts relating to deep-fried tubers. The first potato chip, the biggest potato chip, the smallest potato chip, the biggest bag, the smallest bag, the most potato chips eaten in a single sitting, and with each passing day, his knowledge and self-assurance increased. But all that changed 1 week before the big event. Leon called PW with some grim news. We've got problems, he said. What kind of problems? I'm not going to win, Leon said gravely. What do you mean? You've got a batting average that's better than Babe Ruth's. Potato chips aren't baseball, said Leon. I only meant that. Leon cut him off. Will you just listen for a sec? He read a passage from the encyclopedia into the phone. The highlight of Chipapalooza is the chip-off, a battle of trivia and taste that tests chip experts on their knowledge of the world's most popular snack food. Previous winners have included Idaho, the Chipmaster Fertles, and Alfonsi, the Chippopotamus Cipollini. Yeah, so, said PW. We always knew Fertles was a hotshot. I still say you can take him. It's not Fertles that worries me, said Leon. It's the other guy, Cipollini. He has his own entry. Listen to this. Leon flipped to the relevant page and again read a key passage into the phone. Cipollini Alfonsi, 1946, born. Editor, Field Guide to North American Potato Chips, 4th edition. 5-time winner of the ASPCA Chip-Off competition, known in snack circles as the Chippopotamus. Mr. Cipollini, pronounced Cipollini, also holds the record for the most consecutive chip identifications, having correctly named 12 in a row during his first year of competition. Don't sweat it, said PW. That was then, this is now. I don't have a chance, said Leon. Look, if you had rookie's luck, why shouldn't you? Even if, no ifs, ands, or buts, said PW. You've got to stay positive. Remember what your mom said? Yeah, I know, said Leon. It's in the bag.